Viewers, do you know that everything in nature has economic value? The clouds bring us rain, and oh, how we really need it here in Namibia. The trees protect the ground, and the grass saves us food to the animals. The air around us gives us energy. People even have oxygen bars now in Europe. The ground is very valuable as well. This is where we make our homes and grow our crops. No wonder we hear reclaiming more land from the sea. Viewers, welcome to NAMCO's new agriculture series. This is lesson 1 in series of 5 lessons. Today we are discussing land reclamation. We'll talk about what this is and methods used to reclaim land. We'll also talk about the effects of deforestation. We would like our grade 12 learners who are watching to be able to explain why land should be reclaimed, describe common methods of reclaiming land, describe what is meant by deforestation, and to describe undesirable effects of deforestation. Enjoy the program with us. Gary!
My goodness, so hot. Darling, are you sure we need to do all this? Did you understand quite well what the agricultural officer said?
Oh yes, I know what I'm doing. The agriculture extension officer said that we must reclaim land for crop production. And that's what I'm doing.
Such big words. I just don't understand at all. I don't think we need so much firewood, right now.
Ilya, I wish you had been there at the meeting. Then you'll know about the new ways of farming.
Gary, you know I had to stay with the kids. I mean, just tell me what you learned.
Okay, let's sit right over there in the shade and I'll tell you all about it.
Okay, let's go. I need to understand all.
Yeah.
Good day. My name is Mr. Nangolo, and I am from the Agricultural Regional Office. As you were informed on the radio, this lecture is a part of the Ministry of Agriculture's campaign for land development and better food production in our country. This session has been specifically arranged to inform you, our valuable crop farmers, about various ways that are used in farming today, so as to improve crop production from the soil. This will help us to know how to produce more food on even a small piece of land. The topic we are discussing is land reclamation. Land reclamation is the idea of getting new land. This is usually done in coastal areas and also sometimes at rivers and lakes, where they fill up such areas with sand, stones, and other materials. In agriculture, this is a technique aimed to improve food production. And instead of filling in ocean areas or rivers with sand to make more land, in Namibia, land reclamation means to bring unproductive land into productive use. to maximize the planting of food crops. We can say land reclamation is a technique of making more land available by making unproductive land more useful for food production. In Namibia, we often hear the term land reclamation with regards to coastal areas. As you know, diamond mining is the most prominent industrial activity here. But mines are usually located in isolated areas, so they require big infrastructural development. New roads, houses, and waste disposal, water and power supply infrastructure must be built for the mines. This causes a lot of land degradation, meaning the structures they build ruin the landscape, destroys animals' habitats, and pollute underground water. Entire communities of seas and land animals may be disturbed or totally wiped out. In the Irongo region, uranium mining poses similar threats in sensitive desert environments. Huge amounts of water is used, wildlife is disturbed, and we lose our scenic and untouched desert skyline. Quad bike tours are scouring the desert landscape and chasing away animals. Often, land reclamation in a tourism sense would mean returning disturbed land to an improved condition. So the mine or businesses using the land would restore the area to look the same or better than it looked before they used it for business. Okay, so what does all this have to do with land reclamation for farming? People use or claim land that is not used commercially and make it economically useful. That's what the farmers do. They identify unproductive land on their farms and develop it into gardens or arable lands to grow field crops. In this way, farmers can make more land available, specifically for agriculture. You know, food production. Farmers, the effects of global warming through climate change can already be seen in the Namibian coast and elsewhere in our dry country. The sea level is rising, soil erosion is becoming more prominent, and we cannot deny, even the air temperature is increasing. How hot it has been this year, don't you agree? Weather observers are warning us that harsh droughts will occur more often, and this environmental impact will have an effect on our economy. Oh, I see there's a hand. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, can you please share with us the different techniques to land reclamation?
That's a good question. The lady was asking about different techniques of land reclamation, and that's a good question. There are different ways of reclaiming land. The method a farmer chooses depends on the farming area and the situation. Common land reclamation methods include the following: slash and burn. This is when farmers clear bushes or vegetation by cutting and burning them. Stumping. Roots and stumps from the trees and bushes are removed from the ground. Burning. Felt is burned to clear it from grass and other vegetation. Clearing. Sometimes axes, spades, rakes, or bigger machinery are used to clear an area. Waterlogged lands can be drained to get rid of excess water, and land can be treated with organic compost or chemicals to make it more fertile. Any question? Oh, yes, Gary.
Thank you, Nangolo. This information is very useful to us. I wanted to ask, my land is very bushy, and that's why it is very difficult for me to cultivate enough land. I wanted to ask, what method can I use to clear more land?
I still do not understand what is meant by slash and burn and stamping.
Good questions, both of you. Slash and burn refers to cutting down of bushes and shrubs with slashes or axes, and then burning them. Ash that remain after the burning is plowed back into the soil, as it increases soil fertility. Stumping, on the other hand, is when the stumps of a tree are uprooted from the soil. Sometimes the land looks fairly flat. We cannot plow there yet because of these stumps and old roots. Stumping take care of that. One uses axes, spades, even chains to pull the stumps out.
Good to know. Delia and I have a lot of work to do. We will destroy entire bushes close to our field and increase our field to grow more crops.
I'm sure by next year, Gary, you will have a big harvest. Now, farmers, before we go, let's not forget about the sequence of clearing the land. It is important that we do it in the correct order. What I mean is, we start with slashing and burning, clearing the vegetation, followed by stumping, and then apply our fertilizers. We cannot clear and prepare our land in another order.
Just watch. After next year's harvest, I'll buy a bucket. I'll buy it. You'll buy it.
Farmers, thank you for attending this meeting. I hope this information will be useful to you. And go make use of it. I tell you, next year you will have your bucky. You guys can be excused. Thank you very much.
So yeah, that's what happened that day. As the presenter, he was there.
Yes, and I'll go again when there's another presentation. You know, it was very useful and interesting.
Okay, since then, I've been thinking how we are going to increase our land for crop farming. My aim was to increase it at least up to that tree. Yeah.
Okay, so that means that we have to burn all the bushes and the grasses and the grass that we slash, right?
And you work it into the field. You work the ash into the field. Apparently it's good for the soil. It makes it more fertile.
Then we have to do stamping. That's hard work. Stamping is tough.
Which means that we have to add more manure, right?
Yeah.
My Delia, you're right. But I think we need assistance from our neighbors. Don't you think?
No. Let's do it ourselves.
Okay.
You know, they might think that we are causing deforestation, because they do not understand new ways of production, food production. So we'll do it ourselves, because we do understand.
My Delia, I'm impressed. How do you know about deforestation? I thought you said I use intricate terms. That's a big one. Tell me what it means.
Well, Penta told me about it. He said they learned about it in school. You know, it's when you cut down more trees, like a lot of trees. It's forbidden because this causes deforestation. Deforestation refers to removal of trees and bushes without replacing them and leaving the soil bare. When we cut down the trees without replanting the area, it has a long-term damaging effect on the soil. Soil degradation results due to loss of plant cover and loss of habitat for many animal species. Trees release oxygen into the air and take away carbon dioxide. So when trees are cut down, the amount of carbon dioxide increases, and this leads to global warming. Trees through transpiration also contribute to water cycle. When trees are removed, the water cycle is disturbed, and animals may lose their natural habitat or shelter. So trees should always be replaced when they are cut down.
Well done, my Delia. I see that you have learned meaningful things from our Sunday. The agricultural officer has taught us carefully how to use land reclamation without harming our land. And I think that land reclamation is the great way to make unused land more useful and productive. The land we have does not produce enough to secure an income for us all.
Don't worry, my husband. I understand now. You will be planting on clear land, and this will not erode the soil, and it will also not cause deforestation. We will be replacing the trees with other plants more.
You know what? You have done very well here on the farm. It looks good. And I'll apply what Nangolo said about land reclamation. Well, that is if the rains will be very good to us this year. Viewers, land reclamation promotes healthy conditions and improves the environment. It enables us to use land resources very productively. Man-made terraces, water retention reaches and ditches can be built to eliminate soil erosion on slopes, and diversion canals can help regulate water flow. It was good to learn about land reclamation today with you. Let's recap. Land reclamation refers to the process of bringing unused land into use for food production. Land can be reclaimed by a series of steps, including clearing, slashing and burning rubble and unused bushes. Stumping, meaning removal of stubborn roots and stumps. In swamp areas, excess water is drained. The soil can then be fertilized. Land reclamation can lead to deforestation if not carefully managed. Deforestation has the following effects on the environment. Soil degradation occurs. The level of carbon dioxide increases, which leads to global warming. The water cycle is disturbed, and a permanent loss of animal habitat can occur. Let's see how well you have been listening. In our SMS competition, please address your entry to the number 5003. Enter the keyword for this program, which is land. Then select the option A, B, or C that you choose as the answer to our question. One SMS cost $3 Namibian. It's a short question. Here it is. Which of the following is a land reclamation method? Remember, we want a land reclamation method. Is it A, fertilizing, B, plowing, or C, watering? Thank you for participating. We will announce the winner within 3 days, and if you are the winner, we'll call you to collect your prize at the NAMCOL center nearest to you. Thanks for watching today, and please do join me again on the program again tomorrow. Bye.